Check 1 2. Check 1 2. All right, let me bring that down a little bit. You can see me and all my craziness. Turn on my TV while I'm talking to y'all. It's a TV girl. Oof. Life be wild, okay? Okay, well, welcome to Immediately Sierra. I'm Sierra, and today's topic of discussion will be on tips on how to maintain your bougie while we're on a budget, because everyone knows that at this point right now, we may or may not be in a recession. I guess it depends on who you ask and what their lifestyle is, but people are being encouraged to save and to be smarter with their money. And I've always done this. Like, as someone who has lived in Los Angeles for 13 years, since 2012, 12 is 14. Oh, wow. Okay. So about 13 years, and I've always lived my life like try to be fabulous on a budget, because I came here as a student, and the only money I had for a while was my refund checks, and those refund checks came from being in school, and they paid my bills, and then I also worked a little bit on the side, to have extra money. And of course, when I first came to LA, I was, drinking the Kool-Aid like everybody else. I was getting the expensive hair weaves. I was getting the purses, honey. I was getting all the things. And it didn't make sense because that wasn't my lifestyle, but I was spending like I was, okay? Like, I was getting, my laundry was going out. I was, just having a good old time on the town, which is part of being in LA, especially when you're young. But at some point, I started to find ways to be able to have and be and do the things that I wanted to do, and it not have to cost me so much money, not having to spend up all my money because of, your refund checks when they go so far, right? So I just came up with these little hacks along the way of things that helped me keep, a little bit of my coin in my pocket, yet I was still able to live and be who I wanted to be. Okay, so that's what we're gonna talk about. I don't know what this list is about. I know I probably got, well, this list I'm looking at right now was like there's 11 different things. I don't know if I'm gonna go over all of them. I'm gonna go over a lot of them though. And not some things are newer, some things I've always done, and then there are things that I just came across like the last couple years. And I just want to share them because a lot of people don't know about, and you don't have to be in LA. It's not strictly a LA thing. You can do these wherever you are, depending on where you are, but you should be able to do them wherever you are. So that's what we're going to talk about. I also wanted to sit here and do my nails. That's what I meant to do because my nails are jacked. And I was like, maybe I can do them while I'm on live so I can kind of be distracted, but I feel like I would be way too distracted. So maybe I'll do them after, or I'll do them next time I go live, because I'm not in a rush to get them done. I just trying to be better at having my nails done. So I don't know. We'll see. They're kind of raggedy. Right? They a little raggedy. But I've never been like the nail girl. I've never been really the girl to keep my nails done, because they always hurt, always hit something, always breaks. Like, I have really bad luck with that. So if I do get nails, I have them really short. And I feel like if I just did polish, as you can do just polish or gel polish, it doesn't last long enough. I'm like, it's a waste of my money. So I've never been like a super nail girly, but lately I have found ways to keep my nails done without me continuously going to give them my money. Because think about when you get in acrylics or anything like that, you have to keep it going. And I'm just not about that life. So we'll get into that. But anyway, have y'all been keeping up with this Diddy case? Because it is messy. And then on top of that, what's going on in pop culture? You got Diddy going on. You got Tory Lanez going on. Like, he keeps popping up in the news. Like, bro, go do your bid and be done with it. And then you got DDG. And then you got Chris Brown just got arrested. Like, what's up with all these men and they violent tendencies all of a sudden? It's not all of a sudden, let's be clear. There's always been violent men or people in the world, especially towards women. But I'm just like, what is in the water today? or this week. Like, I don't know what's up, but it's wild out here. My threads, because I'm on threads, I don't really do Twitter, but I don't really type. I just like watch what's going on. My threads has been like on fire. I'm just like, people are really, a lot of my threads are women that I follow who are very pro women, very pro Cassie, very pro Hallie, just very pro, and then they're like constantly cursing out a reply or a follower. Excuse you, sir, I'm on live. This is my dog. Quiet. Good, quiet. Stay quiet. You're not gonna stay quiet. Um, who are like also like pro, not that they're pro Diddy, but they're just like, well, why didn't she leave, and why this and that, and it's like, yeah, it's not that easy to leave somebody who's threatened to kill you all the time. Like, common sense, people. Like, if it was that easy, then anyone who's ever been in that situation would be out of it ASAP. Like, and only women who's been in that situation can really tell you, and probably are the ones who really sympathize. But we've all come across, whether we've been personally involved with this type of man, but just a man who just control issues, does not know how to regulate his emotions, childish, like jealous. We all have known that person. We have all known that man. And when they don't know how to regulate their emotions, they don't know how to act. So even just being a woman in this world, walking down the street, when you have men who are hollering at you, when you have men who are like trying to stop you and talk to you, like, you really have to be careful because they're violent. Like, you'll be surprised how many, and I do like to walk down the street. I do like to get steps in, but I really have to be careful, and even just how I tell men, like, no thank you, because it seems like not all men know how to take rejection, and it's a really big thing, especially if they constantly get rejected. Like, get out of here. So you have to be careful, even just in the world, because there's always some man who will not take no for an answer, and it's like, who raised you? Like, who made you like this to where you think it's okay to either get snippy or to brutalize or something to a woman because she said no? Like, God forbid she don't want you, or she's like happily married, dating, engaged, whatever. So it's scary when you go somewhere, to a car wash, to a public place, like, and you have to say no to a guy, and you don't know how they're going to react. And these days, women will just have a fake phone number, or maybe a real one, right? Just an extra one that they'll give to men because they're afraid that men will react in a bad way if they say no, especially if you're by yourself. And that's a very real thing. So if you've never been through a situation where you've had to deal with the possibility of a man being violent towards you simply because you like speak up for yourself, like, then you won't ever understand what's going on with this case, or with any case that's dealing with domestic violence or anything like that. So if you don't agree, if you are like F. Cassie, if you are pro Diddy, pro Chris Brown, pro all of these violent men, like, you can move on, because we're very pro women over here. All right, we're pro victim. We don't do that. And you need to check. You need to check the temperature of the people in your life who may be questioning the motives behind, Cassie's witness statements with her understanding, because she's really just giving an account of what happened to her, and it's her story. It's her right, and my dog. It's her right to say what happened to her, and it's not like she just did a lawsuit and got some money, but it was the government who decided they want to do a whole case, So just keep that in mind. Take the temperature of the people in your life to see how they feel about what's going on with this case, because that'll tell you a lot about the people in your life. Okay. So anyway, that's just a little pop culture stuff. All right. So we'll start getting into these bougie tips. Okay. These little bougie tips, things I've experienced. This one I'll start off with because I just experienced this and it was scary, okay? So my first tip on staying bougie on a budget in this economy, saving a little coins, is going to a beauty school to get your hair done. And they do nails and they do barber things and they do all kinds of things, right? But I really, once I took down my extensions, I really needed to get my hair cut. I need like to get it trimmed. I just wanted to get a good wash and have somebody hands in my hair. Thing about it is out here, you're coming out at least $150. That's just the normal price of just getting a wash, a shampoo, a conditioner, a trim, and getting it styled or getting it straightened. Okay. And I was like, I am not trying to spend that because it doesn't typically last that long anyway. I guess as long as you take care of it. But I just didn't want to do that. And I'm like, how could I get my hair done without giving them all my coins on a hairstyle that might last like 2 weeks or something like that? So first I called around to like Dry Bar, because I heard Dry Bar, depending on which Dry Bar and depending on who you get, because not all stylists know how to do textured hair, people. Now, if you don't have textured hair, if you out here, if you a white girl, you could probably go to Dry Bar and get your hair, a good hairstyle for about $65. But I wasn't convinced. But I heard people have had good experiences. So I looked into Dry Bar, but I could not really get any solid answers. And plus, they don't do cuts. So I'm like, I really need my hair trimmed. My ends are trash. So I was on Threads. And a girl came across my timeline and was like, hey, I'm a new student at the Paul Mitchell Hair School. I'm taking clients. I was like, oh, okay. And I'd heard about it before. And you could probably, if there's a Paul Mitchell Hair School or any sort of, it doesn't have to be Paul Mitchell, it could probably actually be any type of cosmetology school. And you can call and get your hair done. And if you go to the website, it's super affordable, like super, super, super affordable to get whatever you need done. The thing about it, here's the caveat. You're dealing with students, okay? Some of the students they're at different places in their learning. So you could get someone who's probably towards the end, who've already been there for maybe a year, or you can get someone who's been there for like a month, okay? I think you could specify about the experience that you want maybe, but I was just like, well, this girl on Threads said that she would do my hair, and because she was a black girl, I was like, okay, I'll have a little bit more confidence that she'll know what to do with my textured hair. So she had her number. You have to have if you want someone specific, you have to have their student number. You call and make an appointment. It was very hard to get an appointment because people, I guess they were getting booked up. People constantly are trying to get in there to get the hair done because it's for the low. And I was like, so I had to book I couldn't just go in a couple of days. I had to book like a week and a half out. So I finally got on the list to get my hair done by her. I get there, and they put me in her chair, and I'm like, okay, I want to get just a wash condition. I want to get my hair trimmed and get it straightened or blown out or whatever, right? The whole point I really wanted was the cut. Whatever happened after that, I didn't mind. And when they told me how much my hair was gonna be, they were like, total with my shampoo and conditioner, I got to end up getting a deep conditioner. I got the trim, and then I got it like styled, which was like straightened. And that stuff came to like $38 to get my hair done. Now, it didn't look like this, okay? I got this done like 3-4 weeks ago. So obviously this is not how my hair looked, but the fact that I'm able to keep it out just shows like, oh, my hair, is getting pretty healthy or whatever. But $38 for all of that. And I was like, this is unreal. I need to come here all the time. Now, I did, because she was a newbie. She was very newbie. You just never know what skills people already have. So I had to really kind of teach her how to do my hair, which at first I was not happy about, but I was happy about the fact that I was able to say, do this, don't do that, do it like this. This is what works for my hair. And she was okay with that because she was learning. Versus probably if you went to a seasoned stylist, they'd probably be mad that you're telling them how to do their job. But I'm like, I know my hair. I know what I need. So I was able to work with her to be like, oh, make sure when you blow dry it, you do it like this. make sure when you cut it or when you curl it, like you do it like this. I was able to tell her that, and it worked out. I was there for about 4 hours, which I was not happy with because I'm like, I don't know, I didn't get that much done. That was like a 2 hour, 2.5 at most hour service. Why was I there for 4 hours? I don't know. But she was new. She was working her way through it. And at the end of the day, I was able to get my hair done with professionals around. She was learning, but there are instructors there. So I think she had never cut hair. So her instructor was showing her how to do the hair, how to do the cut, and then she was able to do it. So I was able to get it done for under $40, and you cannot beat that. And a deep conditioner too, it was just, it was a great way to save money. So if you're looking to, oh, I want to get my hair done, I need to go somewhere, go to a beauty school. And like I said, they do other things. They do massages, they do facials, they do nails. So whatever they teach at whatever the cosmetology school and they're taking students for, that's what you can, or they're taking clients for their students, then that's what you can do. Okay. So number one is go to a hair school, and it'll be so much cheaper and affordable. Let me tell you. Okay. I'm going to skip number two because I got to go get the thing to show y'all. I guess I'll do number two. I'll move the thing down. So the next one is going to be something that I've recently done the last couple years. And it is such a lifesaver. It helps you with some self-care, and you don't have to come out of pocket except for tipping. So occasionally I am a wax model, which means that I get to have body waxes for free. And it is, it's an experience. So when you're like a model, a wax model, you're not modeling, you're not walking down a runway, you're not sitting in the class and they just like, everyone's like watching you. That's not what it is. Essentially, you're like a practice dummy. So if you're a practice dummy for a student, not a student, someone who maybe just got hired and they're in training. So I get this done at European Wax Center. European Wax Center, there's a lot, I'm in Los Angeles, so there's a lot of them in Los Angeles. Some of them are connected, like all owned by the same owner. Some of them are not, whatever. So what you do is you call European Wax Center and you ask if you can be added to their model list, which means that when they get a new employee and they need to train this employee, they will call and text you, everyone on their list. They'll call and text and they will say, hey, free waxing available, looking for models these days, and these days. And you got to call quick because they'll fill up, okay? So, you call and you say, oh, I didn't come on this day, and they'll give you a time and you're all set. And it's free because they need to learn. The main things they want them to learn is bikini wax and eyebrows. So they have to get mostly bikinis and eyebrows, but you can get whatever wax. Like I've gotten my lip wax, never again because that was painful. I was like, I don't need that. But I've gotten like armpits wax. Like you can really get a total body wax. The point is that you're there to help them learn. They need to practice on a real person. So it's them and it's their instructor. And they do it on each other and they do it on new people, like new customers. So they'll be doing things and the instructor will be like, oh, hold the skin like this, rip it this way, do the wax this way and that way. So you may get someone who's really quite new at waxing. So they do need a lot of training, and then you might get someone who's already done it. They probably did it somewhere else, but because they got hired at this new place, they still have to get trained to how they want you to do it. And that's always the best when you got someone who's already been doing it versus someone who's a newbie, because if you are trying to get a bikini wax by someone who just learned how to do bikini waxes, Lord help me, because they are ripping and oh my God, just all of your skin. They're not taking your skin off, but it's definitely like trial and error, especially your bikini area. So keep that in mind. You don't know the type of person you're going to get. However, it's definitely going to be an experience. But the point is that you get whatever you want waxed for free, and then you leave a tip if you like, which you probably should. So I always tip. But waxing, especially consistent waxing, can cost a lot of money. Whether you do like your eyebrows all the time, and I don't do it all the time. I'm not super hairy, so I don't get a lot of waxing. But when I do it, you know, it's the bikini itself may be like 40 something dollars or something like that. Eyebrows maybe 20 something, and if you, it's gonna cost whatever per area. So just keep in mind, it's a really good way to get beauty services done without coming out of pocket. Okay, so I would recommend you call your local European wax center, and actually you could probably call other waxing places too and see if they offer that. I've only ever dealt with European wax center, but we're in my area. There's three of them, three locations that are all owned by the same person. It's like a franchise. So if you're on the list, they're calling you for any of these places. So 1 minute I might have to go to Encino. The next minute I'll have to go to Glendale, depending on where they're doing not necessarily where they're doing the hiring, but where they decide to hold the training. Okay. Okay. Number 3, I'm going to go get the thing that I forgot to get. I'll be back. Okay. Ugh. I done brought my whole life out here. Okay. So, number 3 on my list of how to stay bougie on a budget. Like I mentioned earlier in the live, sure. I'm not huge on getting my nails done. I'm not the girlie who's going every 2 weeks, 3 weeks to get her nails done. I just have a low tolerance for it. But especially when you are trying to keep more coins in your pocket, a lot of people will do press-ons and things like that at home. So my solution that I found to do my nails at home, here it's called BTartbox. You may have seen their Instagram or their ads, but it's pretty amazing. When you can order it off Amazon. So essentially, it's like kind of it's like doing a gel nail at home. Okay, so you get a box full of these nails, and you probably get 5 or 6 of these. Okay, and they all have different designs on them. Okay, like that. These ones have more of like a pinky flesh cone color, and these ones here are more of like a brown that I got because I wanted something that seems like it was more brown for my skin tone. But as you can see, there's tons of them in there, so you can do your nails a lot. And like each of these probably costs like $30 something. So if you were to buy just one of these and you were to get, let me see, this is the gel to put the nails on. This is your primer, which is like a dehydrator. You ever see when they put some on your nose and like makes your nails really dry, so everything can stick? And then this is your builder gel, okay? And then this is your top coat. So it's all the things that you would normally have in a salon, I think just condensed, I think it is. And it's super easy to do your nails at home. So, and they even, because I haven't even done these yet, and maybe I'll do them on live or maybe not. They even have them in colors. But at first when I was getting them, they were too long for me. They were medium, and I would cut them down, which will cut into the shape. I ended up getting the short ones. Even the short ones are a bit long for me, y'all. I have short fingers. Everything's small on me, except for my butt. But everything's small. So even when I get a small, it's too big. That's just how it works with my engagement ring too. I had to get my engagement ring custom made because of my fingers were just too small, and even though, and I got the size that it was supposed to be, and it's still too big. It's crazy. But I swear by these. So when I want to step out, when I'm like, oh, I need to get my nails done because I'm going somewhere, I just do this. And it used to take me a while to do it. Now it really only takes me, I could probably get this done in like 45 minutes. So BTartbox is like saved me, because once you have like the light, so you just plug this in. This is the UV light here, or you can get one of the ones for your whole hand if you want to. They're both useful, but once you have this stuff, you wouldn't need to buy it again, and it is very, very good. And as long as you pay, like you're really paying attention to keep it on there good, they'll last you the same amount as any like gel nail. They'll last you anywhere from 2 weeks to a month. Depends on like how active you are with your nails. You know, some people be doing a lot all the time, and so they be breaking or whatever. And it depends on how good you put it on there with the gel and with the light. But they can last for a long time. I've had mine on for like a month at a time, until it starts to look ugly and raggedy. You take them off. But I do swear by those. So once I upload this live, I'll put a link to Amazon if you want to get the nails. Great way to save your money instead of going to pay. And they have them for toes too. So, which I haven't gotten. I haven't gotten the toes, which I should. But if you like doing like gel toes, like gel, like the builder, the hard gel for your toes, they have that. So instead of going to the nail place and spending, you know, $40-$50 on getting your nails done, like you could literally buy these sets for that same amount and get your nails done like 5-6 different times. Like that could last, one box could probably last you like 6 months. Not even joking. So I swear by it. I will put a link though, so you can get, if you are interested in any of the things, the BT Art nails. I don't know when I'm gonna do them. I be kind of lazy sometimes. Like I'm like, I ain't going nowhere. But then once I get them, I'll be like, oh, you so cute, bitch. So it's a whole thing. Okay, so what's next on my list of bougie on a budget? Okay, we did the hair school. I did the Paul Mitchell hair school to get my hair done for the hella cheap, hella low. That was number one. Number two was being a waxing model. Okay, so I was able to get waxed all up and down for free when they're looking for models. And then 3 was the BTartbox. Okay. Number 4, which is something I've lived on for years, and then I kind of like forgot about it because I felt like I didn't have anything good. And then I went back to it. We actually recently just went to Universal Studios on it. And that's Groupon. People do not sleep on Groupon, people. Groupon will have your life right. Like when I want to try something new, but I don't want to spend top dollar to try it, I'll go to Groupon. My scalp a little. So things I've gone to Groupon for, but I want to get like laser hair removal. And laser hair removal, because you have to get it in packages, right? Because you need to get like at least 6 to 12 to get the hair gone. So you can go and look at Yelp reviews, look at Groupon reviews, but I have gone and gotten like packages for laser hair removal that maybe are only like $100, when in real life that package would be like $300 or so to get that many sessions, because you have to get a certain amount of sessions for it to be useful. Okay, so otherwise it's not gonna work. Let me see what's going on here. What's this? I don't know what that is. Okay, so yes, like one thing I used to do when I first got to LA, when I was this was like when I first got here, like the first few years, and it was a really good way to find new restaurants. Like if I was in a budget, especially like maybe I went through my refund check, maybe I didn't, I paid all my bills and I wanted to like try a new restaurant. I didn't want to try it for top dollar. I would always go to Groupon and find restaurants that I'd never heard of before, but also I can go and get a good deal on something, and I can get more for my money. So Groupon was like a lifesaver for like the first few years of me living in LA. Recently, we just found amusement park tickets on Groupon. If I don't know if you know, you could do that too. They'll have like tickets to Universal Studios, so they'll be at a bit of a discount on Groupon. And I've seen like even just like concerts, not just beauty stuff. I've gotten massages, but they are really good for when you need like admission to a place for a ticket that's going to cost you $100 some. They're really good for that too, and it'll be a little cheaper. And then what you do is you need to catch it not just when they have whatever the thing is that's cheaper, but then they'll have these sales, and they have them all the time. So something might be, if you bought whatever ticket, whatever, it was like $169, but on Groupon maybe it was like $120, but then they'll have a special sale where you can get it for like 20% off, so it's actually just $100. Like really good deals. But they've had hit or miss moments for me. Like you have to do your research to make sure you know where you're going. Like, so especially if it's something that's not popular. You know, it's one thing if you're going to a theme park, like you know what that is. But if you've never been to, I don't know, the whatever random massage place, you know, they make it look really good on there. You got to do your research. You got to definitely look at the reviews to make sure that people were happy with it. The next time I'm going to use it, I'm going to get laser hair removal because I've done that before. So I want to get that again, but I'm not trying to spend a bunch of money to get laser hair removal because I can only do so much waxing. So I'm going to get a Groupon for laser hair removal, and I'm going to get Groupon for a colonic because I really want to get a colonic. Been wanting to get one for a while, a little afraid. They were just putting that water up your butt and just, I guess it washes out. I don't know. But I really been wanting to try that because I'm on this whole wellness thing too. So, you know, I'm all about how could I get the most beauty treatments, the most wellness treatments for the low. Because all that stuff adds up, y'all. It's a lot of fucking money. It is. So I highly recommend Groupon. And make sure you get it on whatever you get. There's an extra little sale. Extra. And they always got a code plus an extra this, and it's a timer. It's a whole thing, but it's great. Okay. So number 4 was Groupon. So go there, and since you want to try something out, but not really commit all of your money to it, go to Groupon. Okay. Oh God, I'm talking so much right now. Number 5. I just discovered this a couple years ago. A lot of people don't know. Okay, so for some of y'all who may be trying to get your cute life together, right? Not just beauty maintenance things, but trying to like maybe redo your branding or your wardrobe and all this stuff. You can get a stylist for the free. I don't mean one of these little apps you got to pay a membership to. No. Macy's has stylists for free, and people don't know. So here in LA, there's a lot of events that go on, and a lot of people, there's always somewhere to go, okay? Let's say you're not very good at finding an outfit for A, B, and C. Let's say you just want to redo your wardrobe. Macy's, and I believe Bloomingdale's has it too. There's probably, I wouldn't be surprised if other department stores have stylists. They're totally free. And you call or you go in and you make an appointment. If they're not busy at that moment, they can help you. A lot of the times they actually be busy, but you never see them because they're in like some room off to the side, you know, with, you know, it says stylists up there, but they kind of blend in, you know, like a fitting room. Like you're looking for a fitting room and you can't find all of a sudden it's there. So I've used the Macy's stylist before. When I was trying to look for something particular, and I'm just not good at like just looking at everything in a room or a space. Like I get really irritated from it. I'm just like, I can't pick and choose through all these racks. Like I don't have the capacity. Some people are really bad at shopping. I can be really bad at shopping. Why is this crooked? I should figure out uncrooked this. Is that better? Some people are really bad. Like they don't have the capacity to like go through racks and racks of clothes. And I can be one of those people. So if you need to find something specific, you got to go to a wedding, a premiere, whatever event, and you need something, you tell them ahead of time. You can even text them. They even have a sale where you could text a stylist, especially if you already have your relationship, right? You have already worked together. You can text her and be like, can we, get an appointment for next Tuesday? I have an event. Can you pull some looks? Can you stay within this budget? I'm looking for, maybe send examples of what you're looking for. And they will go pull those looks for you. And then once you get there, you'll try them on. And it's like, that's something that's straight out of Pretty Woman that you think you got to be on Rodeo Drive for. That is not true. You can get that done for free. So there are ways to live how you want to live in these streets and not be like super wealthy. Like you don't have to be in the 1% getting all of the things. Like no, Macy's has it for free, and so does Bloomingdale's. So I've definitely purchased a few things because of that, and I think she gave me a discount. I might have got some things that might have been on sale, and then she gave me some extra discount. I don't know, because I was a first timer or something like that. But I was able to use all my little gift cards that I had. I didn't have to really come out of no money. I think I might have came out of my pocket like $30 or something. I don't know. But it's just a really nice resource to have when you are not good at shopping for yourself, and when you know you need something but you don't know what you need, or you're not good, you're not that creative person. And sometimes I'm not her. Like I can be really bad at putting together outfits or knowing what's good for me and my body type or whatever. So hit up your, a stylist, a Macy's stylist, a Bloomingdale stylist. They're free. I believe the Bloomingdale's is free. The Macy's definitely is free, okay? And they'll get you right. Like, you're like, oh, summer's coming up. My summer wardrobe is trash. Let me text so-and-so. Can you pull me some things? I'm looking for a couple skirts. Give me some. And then they'll go to other departments and get you jewelry. They'll get you shoes. They'll get all the things and put the looks together for you, okay? That's free. You just got to pay for the clothes. And if you're lucky, if they like you, they might give you that little discount or something, okay? So you better get that little discount. You better be nice. And in the room, like, you're not in a regular dressing room when you use a Macy's stylist. You are in their stylist dressing room. So it's huge. It's not like you're not cramped in a little ugly little room with the little sections. No. Because they got a big rack, all the clothes are laid out for you, and you try them on this big mirror, and you just like, you that bitch. Like, I'm telling you, it's an experience, and it's a free experience, okay? So that was number 5. So to recap, we got hair school, get your hair done for the low. We got the BTartbox to get your nails done for the low. We have a waxing model to get your body waxed for the free. Okay, we have Groupon to have new experiences, theme parks, beauty treatments, whatever for the low, and then you have your Macy's stylist for the free. Okay, number 6. This is my favorite. When I first got to LA, I lost my mind. I don't know how many of y'all are near an outlet store. When you do it, let me start over. Outlet stores, especially if you like designer clothes, but you don't have a designer budget, outlet stores are amazing. We over here, we have to go an hour north or an hour south to go to an outlet store. But that's when I go get my Coach purses. I used to go ham on Kate Spade purses. Like, you cannot tell me and Kate wasn't like this. Okay, I used to love me some Kate Spade. And I just have tons of purses. I've been trying to give them away because I've kind of outgrown it. And I have given some away. I've sold some. But, I had a Michael Kors phase. I was getting tons of Michael Kors purses. And they're very affordable because, for one, it's outlet. So they're always kind of have things on discount. But when there's a holiday, like a major holiday, and not just like Christmas, not like Black Friday, but even like Memorial Day, they'll have sales and they'll have extra percentage off. So they're really good for gifts. So if you're like, you don't need to shop for yourself, I've gone into a Coach store and bought like 5 like wristlet, like little purses, like wallet purses. And I walked out of there with 5 of them for like $100. Like real authentic Coach. Really nice little wristlets, and they occasionally still have these too, and they're always typically around like $25 or something like that. And it is a steal because they look so nice. And imagine being that person who only gives like luxury designer gifts, because they don't know that you didn't like spend $500 on this thing. They don't know that. And then they have the original price tag in there, so the original price tag might say $100, but you might have paid $25. Like, they don't know, y'all. So get you to an outlet, and some of these outlet stores even have online websites specifically for their outlet stores. So even if you aren't near one, you could probably still order. But I went through this whole phase of just like getting everybody designer this and that, where there was perfumes, purses, like backpack, like watches. I love me an outlet store. Like, you can't tell me that I'm not the shit because I feel like hella bougie. I got my designer stuff, and they have like even like higher designers too, you know, that you might find on Rodeo. But sometimes that's still a little bit out of my budget. I'm like, maybe not. But if you are trying to like impress somebody with a nice gift, if you are trying to like make it seem like you that bitch and you can give like great expensive gifts, go to an outlet store, because then people won't ever be able to really top that. It'll make you look like you're the bougie friend or the bougie auntie, the rich auntie. You can give your whole family designer perfumes. You can get your whole family like fancy sunglasses, and they just think that, oh, she must got it like that. They have no idea. You really don't. You're just really good at fighting deals. So I've done that. I've gone through those phases too, to where I've like decked out people with designer things. But also the same can be said for like Nordstrom's, Marshalls, and stuff like that. They do carry designer things, especially if you go to those located in like high end neighborhoods. But the thing about getting certain things from a Nordstrom's rack, from a Marshall, it's just sometimes the presentation of it, like, it don't be the same because it's not under sparkly lights. It don't be glistening, and then you kind of realize like, oh, it really is just a purse because they don't got it in the fancy store, you know, looking like money. But like I found, like, you can't see my phone case. Even my boyfriend, my fiance, got me this Coach phone case that I love, and it matches my Coach purse. And he got it from, I think he got it from Nordstrom's rack for like $20-some. It is a really cute phone case. So although Nordstrom's rack and Marshalls and stuff isn't technically on my list, you can still go to those places. You probably will have that more than you will have a Coach outlet somewhere. But it's worth the travel. It's worth that hour or so, and you'd make it a girls thing, or, you know, have your man take you into where, if your man only maybe can't afford designer things, he can afford you something up there, okay? So you make it easy for him to be able to get you these fancy things without him breaking the bank, and he feel good that he's able to get you a fancy thing without breaking the bank. It's solid, okay? So y'all need to keep the outlet. You need to search for your nearest outlet store and go find you some designer things, okay? Okay. My list here. Hold on. Okay. All right. This one may take a little work, but it's worth it. If you don't mind putting in a little work. So it's something I discovered. Oh, shoot. I'm so tired, y'all. Let me Google. So if you are into the content creation world, even if you're not actually, a good way to get things for free, there's a lot of these different sites where you can either pitch yourself for free product, or you can just probably email directly. But like there's one specifically, it's called Skeepers. And Skeepers it used to be called something else. I totally forgot what it used to be called, but now it's called Skeepers. And you can sign up on Skeepers, and they give you credits. And there's a couple other websites like this too. They give you like 5 credits or something. So you go through the different categories of the products that they have. And you basically pitch yourself to the company saying like, hey, I would love to try this product, whatever you would say. I have like templates on what to say. This is not what I would say, but you know, like, this product would be great for me, or I love, tell them whatever why you want the product. And if they approve you, they take one of your credits, Skeeper takes one of your credits, and they send you the product. And then you're getting, and then you're getting this product for free to try. You have to make content on it. And a lot of these days, UGC content is very simple to make. It's not all angles, copy, cut, paste, do all these things. No, it's very much like a testimonial on the product, and you're just like, I love this because of A, B, and C. And you upload it to your socials, and you have to put certain hashtags and tag the brand and tag Skeepers. And when you follow through and do the things you're supposed to do on it, then you get your credit back. So every time you do what you're supposed to do, you get the credit back and you can do more things. So it's a really good way to try beauty products, popular beauty products that you probably normally won't spend your money on, because it's like, why would I spend $75, $150 on this beauty product? You don't know if it's gonna work. You don't even like. You're just not the type of person to spend that kind of money on those things when you can get that shit for free. So I would suggest finding these other. I actually do have a list. I have a list, so I have to dig in my computer where I have a list of influencer platforms that you can sign up for if you're interested in trying to do more of that. So I'll put that in the description too. I got to find it. It might take a second. But it's a whole list and there's a lot. Okay. But it's worth it if you just care about beauty products and getting things for free, and not necessarily getting paid to do it. You just want the thing, like, they're great. And you can have you a set pitch, get a set little pitch, and you just interchange the brand names and the product name, and you can just always, once you know how to do it, you just boop, 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 and you'd be surprised. They'll send you stuff for free. Like, a lot of brands will send you things for free. So I recommend Skeepers and any of these other influencer platforms that you can get things for free. And I will, like I said, I will find that list and connect it in the description in some sort of way. So if you want to download the list of all these influencer platforms, you are welcome to, okay? But give me some time. So that was, what number was that? That was number 7. I have it here as 9 though. All right, so let me see, number 8. Ooh. Woo. Jesus. I just recently got into the whole credit card rewards game, but your girl's obsessed with it. I am obsessed with it. And this only works if you have a credit card where you get rewards. That used to didn't be a thing for me, but now it's more popular, and I'm like, try to aim to get those credit cards. But there's many ways to get money back or get free things from spending. Now, don't go spending shit you can't pay back for the sake of getting rewards. That defeats the purpose. You're basically getting rewards for the spending that you already do. And Lord knows you need to have self-control when it comes to these credit cards. So I recently, I just got a couple different ones. I just got a Amex Gold one. I have a Chase something credit card. And then credit cards I've had before then was like Credit One credit cards, but I had bad credit and I still have those. So, and then my credit union credit cards, like, so when you're applying for credit cards, make sure to double check to make sure you're applying for ones that have rewards, so you can like earn things back for spending, not just a credit card just to have. And you get to choose your credit card based off of your current lifestyle. So if you're already traveling constantly, then yeah, get a travel credit card. That makes sense. But if you spend most of your money on food and groceries, get the kind of credit card that supports your groceries and food spending habits, okay? So you can accumulate those points. So the first step is making sure you're able to redeem those through your credit card portal. But the second step is to use that card on another site like Rakuten. I just signed up for Rakuten. I'll put a link in the description for Rakuten. So I think you can get like some kind of money when you sign up under my link or something. It might be $30 or something. So what I do is when I'm doing shopping for certain things that I always shop for, like my pet food. My cat Macy, she's literally under here right now. Every 2 weeks when I go shopping for my pets. Tip, stop it, honey. Pets everywhere, crazy. When I shop every 2 weeks for my pets, and I typically go to Petco, sometimes I go to PetSmart, but typically I go to Petco. So what I do is I go to Rakuten.com, okay? Let me see if I can actually show y'all this, because, can y'all see? Let me see, I've never done this before. This is Rakuten, okay? So what you do is on Rakuten, it's kind of like think about affiliate marketing. Like, if you shop through their link, you get money back, but you also get the points on your card. So you're double dipping. So I will go to Rakuten and I will type in Petco. In Petco, it says, okay, there's 2% online and 2% in-store cash back, right? So this is how I get all the deals to keep my coins, okay? Pay attention. Go to Rakuten. I type in Petco. I go to Petco, okay? Can y'all see that? I go to Petco. I click on the Shop Now button. I'm just horrible at this. There's gotta be a better way. Go to the Shop Now button, okay? So online and in store. This is how that works. Okay. Online is you literally shopping online, okay? But when you do in store, if you have your credit card, whatever card you use, it's supposed to be the one that you're getting the most points for, right? You connect it in your account. So even if you don't shop through Rakuten, when you go to whatever store, you use that card and it still connects to the site. So you still get the bonuses of the cash back on the site, okay? So I will go to Shop Now for Petco, because I just did this today actually, and I was gonna pick up my stuff. So they're activating the 2% cash back, okay? So I have an account with Petco, so then I sign into my Petco account and I do my shopping. And then the great thing about Petco, for instance, is that when I shop online, because it says when you spend $50 plus when you shop online and you pick up in store, you get 10% off. So I'm triple dipping at this point. Triple dipping. So what I do is I shop online, okay? And I spend like $50 or more. It's always more. Pets are expensive. Don't get one unless you're ready. Especially when you're shopping for the good stuff. So I order my stuff online. I selected it to be picked up in stores. So because I did that, I got a 10% off, like it says. So I got the 10% off for shopping on the website. Because I went to this website through Rakuten, whatever I spend, I get 2% back. And because I use a certain credit card where I get points for spending money, then that money spent, I also get rewards. Mind blowing. So that is how I use Rakuten to get money back. Kind of a nerd when it comes to this stuff now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of nerdy, like how to get money back, because sometimes it's not just like basic 2% back. A lot of times, especially if you keep up with it, they go from like 2% to 12%. They have specials like that, or you get actual money back, not a percentage back. Like I just shopped, like if I want to shop through Groupon, like I just told y'all, one of the ways to save some money is go through Groupon. If you go, they're on Groupon, or Groupon is on the site. So if you go shop on Groupon through Rakuten, you're double dipping. If you use your credit card with points, you're triple dipping. Triple dipping, y'all. Okay, so credit card points. So sometimes I don't notice when I'm spending a lot, and I would look up in my credit card portal, and I have all of these points that I'm like, oh shoot, I've been spending too much, but hey, I got some points. So depending on your credit card and your portal and what they do, sometimes you can use that to redeem travel, gift cards, cash back to go back on your statement, which I don't care for that. Like if I've already spent the money, fine. Give me a plane ticket, okay? So that's how I recently got I bought 2 pairs of shoes that were probably worth like $100 something, and I got them for $30 because around Easter, I went to DSW, which you can go to DSW on the site, but I didn't know about Rakuten before then, okay? Went to DSW with my fiance. They always got a sale at DSW. You go to the clearance section, they always got racks and racks of shoes on sale. So because it was Easter, I was able to go find the shoes on sale, and it was like, the shoes were already like 40% off, 50% off, whatever it is. I got those shoes. Then they had a thing, like a little Easter egg hunt thing. So my fiance, while I was shopping, said, I'm gonna go. They hit like a gift card in the store. So in the store, in a small little like bag, it wasn't actually a gift card, it was a little bag. They hid it in the store as like an Easter egg hunt. So you go around the store to see if you could find the little gift card. Well, my fiance found the gift card, y'all. I love him so much because he gave it to me. So my shoes that were like $100 something, if the shoes were already on discount anyway, and if you spent over $100, then you get $20 off. So my shoes went from like 120, 110, 120 to like 80 or something like that. It went down. And then that 80, that gift card that my fiance found, was $25 gift card. So I was able to take that off of those. And then I remembered, I said, I think I have my email. I think I have a gift card left over for DSW in my email somewhere from when I redeemed points ages ago. Did a search in my email, found it, I had like $13 left on this gift card. Put that towards it. So my bill went down again. And I was like, I've been shopping a lot. Let me check my credit card portal to see if there's enough points for another $25 gift card. There was, bitch. So I redeemed that and I used that and ended up spending like $30 on like $120 shoes. And these shoes were already on discount. I was like, girl, like you are the queen of finding things for the low, for the cheap, for the discount. Like she is me and I am her. Okay. So that is how I was able to get expensive shoes for the low. And I'm really good at that stuff. So it pays to use your credit card properly. Don't go into debt, okay? Pay that statement off every month. Do as I say, not as I do. And make sure you pick the right cards. Like for instance, another thing, the reason why I got the American Express Gold card in the first place was because they have this special where if you spend $6,000 or something in 6 months, you get an extra 60,000 miles. And I was like, oh, I'm trying to save these up for my honeymoon. I'm about to get my honeymoon paid for, honey, through these points. So that's why I ended up applying for that card and I got it. Because thank God I've been working on my credit. My credit's beautiful. Want to do it. And so that's how I was able to get that credit card. But all different types of credit cards that have different points reward systems. And the ones that don't, I don't even use them anymore. They're pointless. If you want to, like some people just keep getting, when there's a card that has a special deal with points or it's a 0% interest APR or something like that. Some people just like get new cards all the time and then make sure it stays paid off, redeem the rewards. And then after that APR is up, they don't use the card anymore and they apply for another one. Like it's crazy. Like there's ways people are living off these points. Okay. And I found people on Threads and I follow these different like, travel point hackers people, and they tell you how to use your points. So it's not just like 60,000 points is $600. They're like, no, you need to transfer your points to here, and then you get this trying to transfer bonus here and there, so you're able to do first class tickets for the low, for the free, because you was able to strategically use your points. Like people are like committed to this, because if I'm spending all this money anyway, I need to get something for free. It's a recession out here. Like, I need my coins. So if my coins are going to be spent, they're going to go to the right place. And I'm going to do these things the way they're supposed to be done. So that's another bougie on a budget trick. And I suggest there's a guy called the Points Guy, I believe. He might be online. He's a website. But there's a lot of people out here that have whole websites and blogs dedicated to tell you how to properly use your points to get the things you want without coming out of pocket. Okay. All right. And then we have, so that was number, I don't even know what number we on, girl. I'm just excited about the points. Let me see, 7, 8, 9. That was 9. Oh, let me see. All right, number 10. What are we going to do for number 10? Oh, wait, I remember I crossed this out and I didn't know why. And I just remember why it was on there in the first place. How many of y'all have insurance? How many of y'all have health insurance? That's why this is on here. Okay. So one thing I discovered when I had a certain health insurance, I don't have them anymore. But when you have certain health insurances, or maybe all health insurances, you get a lot of things for free through that insurance. Like there's perks. So they're not just charging you a premium for nothing. I was able to get my gym membership for the low through my health insurance because there was they were connected with something called Fit and Active or Active Direct. What is it called? Active and Fit Direct is what it's called. And because I had my insurance through them, I was able to get my gym membership for way cheaper than what it was in real life. And there was no activation fees, no down payments. Because they were trying to get you like you buy in a car when you get a gym membership. Have y'all noticed that? But when I went through my health insurance, I was able to get this gym membership for free. And they had tons of gyms, options, things you could choose from your boot camps to just your regular gym down the street. So I was able to get that for the low. Also, when you go through your health insurance, you can get like nutritionists. There's a lot of perks to a lot of anything you're a membership of. Chances are there's a perk you can get out of it because they try to make it worth your money. That's the whole point. They want to make it worth what you're spending monthly or yearly to get you to come there, right? So take a look at your health insurance to see what perks you can get, because sometimes it's discounts on other memberships. Sometimes you get things for free. If you want a nutritionist, if you're trying to get your health together and you're like, what, I need some accountability. I'm really bad with my eating. Like, that's what my fiance did. He got his nutritionist that he met with weekly, who kept him accountable of the things that he was eating. And it was free. It was a whole lot free. So your insurance is not just for when you're sick or you need to get some tests done. Like, I encourage anyone, look into any of your memberships for anything, not just health insurance, but chances are, what, I got a reward? Chances are you can get some other freebie through that thing, okay? So that's why that's why I put that on that list. Look at your health insurance, people. Look at your health insurance. And then also, when you age, you get memberships for certain things, like AARP. Like, I was like, well, that's the old people thing. Well, apparently it's not. Apparently you can be very young and be a member of AARP. And when you're a member of AARP, you get a lot of free stuff or stuff on the low. Didn't even know. No clue. So look into AARP, y'all. I'm looking into it myself, because how do I keep having these rewards? I'm still on my Petco thing here, and it says that I had a $10 reward. And I'm like, well, where'd that come from? No, I don't think they lied to me. I must have already used it. No, it said it. See, if I shop there every 2 weeks, of course they're going to give me rewards because I'm constantly giving all my money. Anyway, so yeah, go through your health insurance or any of your other health memberships, things, to see what you can get for free, because they're be bomb. They do be bomb. All right. How many of y'all here right now with 0? How many people right now have, I don't know what kind of phone carrier you have, but for me, I have T-Mobile. And T-Mobile be T-Mobiling, okay? Like, I've had T-Mobile for years, and they stay giving out free stuff. Free stuff, cheap stuff, discounted stuff. Like, you used to be able to go into T-Mobile, and they have, like, branded, like, cups, gloves, bags, stuff you don't need. It's only to help their branding. But things that you could actually, like, have for free. They always end up having some sort of, like, deal on food or something. I need a drink. Okay. Yeah. So, T-Mobile, if you have T-Mobile, if you're not using their T-Mobile Tuesdays or their T-Life Tuesdays, like, you are really behind the curve right now, because they stay giving a $5 movie ticket. Movies are expensive. And so one thing, I guess they collab with certain studios or theaters, or I don't know how they get the collab or who they're technically collabing with, but when a new movie comes out, they will put a $5 movie ticket. So instead of you going to a movie on a Saturday and paying $25 for your movie ticket, you can pay $5, and it's only through Adam. So get your free movie ticket for whatever they're promoting, okay? Other things, like sometimes it's like get a free smoothie, or sometimes it's like buy one get one Wendy's sandwich or something like that. Like, they're always giving you something. Like, the things that I've bought through the T-Mobile deals outside of food, there was a Mother's Day gift. They have this thing to where you can make a little book, so like online, it's a digital book, and you can put your pictures in there. So I put pictures. I made one for my mom and one for my grandma, and it was all these pictures of like me and my mom. And then once I submitted, I think I just paid for shipping. They and I think I had it shipped directly to my mom, which was even cooler. For Mother's Day a couple years ago, was all these pictures of her. So they printed this book. I can't think what the place was called. They printed the book and they sent it to my mom, and it was such a like little cute little Mother's Day gift. We printed pictures, because they always have like a Walgreens or CVS or something where you can print pictures. Like, people never print pictures anymore, and you should. So if you are not the type to typically print pictures, just do it because they give you a deal on it, and fill up your picture frames in your house. So that's what me and my fiance have done. Otherwise, I would not be printing pictures. I never cared about that. That's what digital storage is for. But it's there. It's free. So I've gotten like really affordable rental cars through T-Mobile. I don't know if they do it so much anymore because they used to have a really bomb hotel and rental car situation. And I've gotten rental cars for like $25 a day, like super cheap at really nice rental places when I would travel. And it would be bomb, but I can't find those anymore. Maybe they're still there in another capacity. I'm not sure. And then also with like hotel rooms, like really good discounted last minute hotel room. So T-Mobile, if you got T-Mobile and you have not utilized their T-Mobile Tuesday, their T-Life little section, you slipping because they be throwing out some gems, okay? We save all kinds of money through T-Mobile, and we better because their bill is high. And apparently it's one of the lowest out here, but it's still high. So T-Mobile Tuesdays, get on it, okay? And am I gonna tell you guys about this other one? My last one, which I've been trying to work on, but I have yet to really find the time to do, is being like a secret shopper, a mystery shopper. Like that was a thing for a very long time. And as someone who worked in, the service industry for a while, I was working as a hostess, as a server, and we was always like on the lookout for like mystery shoppers, right? And it was a whole thing because if you don't do all these different steps of service, they will they report back and say you basically want shit. so whenever two people and there was ways to tell apparently two people would come in, and when they would come in they would order two entrees, an appetizer, and a dessert, and 2 drinks. Like it's very specific things that they would order. And so when people would like kind of catch on, like, oh, there's 2 people and they're ordering these things that could be secret shoppers. So people did that a lot, and I think people are still doing it. I think there's even like sites and apps dedicated to this thing. But if you could become a secret shopper, mystery shopper, you get paid to do that. So you get paid. You basically go in and you buy things or you order things, you have an experience, you report back and they pay you back for what you spent, and then they also maybe pay you a fee to do it. But if you like to be out here in the streets and have fun without really like coming out too much money, like it's a really good way to go have an experience and still get your money back type of thing. You might just have to Google secret shopper, mystery shoppers in your area to see how to get about doing it. Secretshopper.com. There you go. I guess they do that. So that's a good way. Go out there and have you a good time, have you a meal with your boo, and then get your money back. I think it's kind of genius personally. So these are my how to be bougie on a budget tips. Okay, there's one more here. It's so ghetto, but I use it. I don't care. I'm gonna just tell y'all. If y'all like Popeyes, there was this whole couple viral videos that went around. And it was about how once you go to Popeyes and you order something, you keep that receipt, right? So you keep the receipt, and on the receipt it'll say, do the survey, and you can get a 2-piece and a biscuit if you buy a drink. And that's a really good way if you're like low on cash, you're like, oh my God, I'm hungry. I ain't got no money for lunch. I ain't got I've overspent. Like, it's a really good way to get a free meal or a cheap meal. It's not free, technically, because you still have to buy a big ass drink that you don't need. That's like $4. But it's all you have to do is and you can buy anything. You can go in there and buy you the cheapest thing, buy you a biscuit just to get this, right? And just kind of keep it wrapped up in your wallet, in your purse for hard times. And I've done this many a times, even when it wasn't hard times, but I'm like, y'all not about to get all my coins. So I'll bust it out and I don't even do the survey. I know what the numbers are that's supposed to be on the back. So you technically don't even have to do the survey on the back anymore if you know what numbers are supposed to be there. And typically, if I recall, it's 2 day month, 2 day month, 2 day day, and 2 day year, 4 day year, 4-digit year. So technically it would be the day you do the survey, but it could be technically any day, because if you did the survey at any point, it would be that day. So it'd be like January 25th, 2024, and it'll be the last 5 digits of the store. Right. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on now. Ugh. My allergies are allergen. So this is what I think it is. I don't have it in front of me right now. When you do the Popeyes receipt. So what month is this? May. Are you in May? So you would do 05, let's say the 15th, 152025, and then you would put, so on the receipt it has the store number. And so if it's a 5-digit store number, you put the 5-digit store number. If it's a 4-digit store number, you put a 0 in front of the 4-digit store number. So you technically don't even have to do the survey, which they say go online or call. You just fill out that paper on the back and just already have it filled out, you know? You don't just already have it filled out. You ain't even got to wait till you want to redeem it. And then so when you're like, oh, I'm hungry. Oh, I only got this 5. You could literally take a 5 in there and buy you a drink, and then you get a 2-piece and a biscuit for the free. That is like the ultimate, like, down and out. I need a free meal, but I ain't got no money or don't want to spend my money hack right there. Keep you a Popeyes receipt. And check these other receipts, because a lot of these places, I think Subway will do the thing where you can get a free cookie. Like, look at your receipts, because there's a lot of stores give you opportunities to redeem and get free things if you do a survey or if you do A, B, and C. So keep up with that, okay? So that is my hella just down in the dirt little hack for y'all. So, okay, so to recap this Bougie in the Budget series, and I'm going to actually do individual reels. This is supposed to be a new series that I'm trying, but I decided to do a whole video on it. So let's see. Number 1. Oh, my allergies. Hold on. Somebody give me a Claritin. Some bullshit. All right. So let's recap, okay? Because I gave y'all, I don't even know how many I gave y'all. 10, 11 tips. We'll go through them if you're new here. Number 1, hair school. Go find you a hair school to get your hair done for like $40. I went to Paul Mitchell Hair School. They have them kind of all over the country. And other hair schools. It doesn't have to be. It could be your local community college one. Like there's plenty of hair beautician, cosmetology schools that need real people to practice on, not wigs and not dummies. And make an appointment and you can get your hair done. Just be careful with your expectations because you don't know who you're going to get. But so I went to Paul Mitchell Hair School, got this done for $40. That's number 1. Number 2, BTartbox Nails, okay? These right here are the bomb. I will put a link to all of these different hacks. I'll put a link in my description at the end so you can click on to get whatever you want to get. Number 3, model waxing. So call your local European wax center or whatever other wax store and see if they offer wax modeling, which means you can get your body waxed for free, your arms, your pits, your eyebrows, whatever, and you just tip the people. You're not modeling in front of anyone. You're in a room getting waxed just with someone who's in training. Number 4, Groupon. So if you want to try new things, but you don't really want to spend your real coin on it, whether it's a restaurant, a beauty treatment, go to Groupon, a theme park. They have all kinds of deals. Groupon kept me alive for years. Number 5, we got Macy's stylists. Also, I heard Bloomingdale's also have stylists. So if you're trying to redo your wardrobe, if you're bad at shopping for yourself, if you have an event you need to go to Macy's. Make an appointment with their stylist and they will pull looks for you. And then you get there and you already have a dress room to yourself and you're doing the whole thing, okay? Number 6, outlet stores. Go to your local outlet store. I don't care how far away it is. Ours here is I'm an hour away from each of them. They are worth it. You can get all of your designer goodies. your gifts for people. People gonna think you just like rich auntie out here because you can get everybody Coach bags and shit for the low. So outlet stores for your designer needs, designer bougie needs. Number 7, we have T-Mobile Tuesdays. If you have T-Mobile, make sure you take advantage of the deals that they offer in their T-Mobile Tuesday portal. Get those $5 movies. Number 8, we have your gift card rewards. So make sure you're using your credit cards correctly. Also use other online systems like Rakuten to double dip and triple dip to get rewards or to get points back to use for things. Number 9, pitching and free PR products. So go to Skeepers or go to any of these other influencer websites to pitch to be able to get free product. Once you do it once, you could always get them. Once you got your pitch together, there's tons of influencer websites. I will put a list together and get that if anyone wants to download that. Number 10, I think I done doubled up some of these. All right, gym membership or any other membership perks through your health insurance. So make sure you check out your health insurance to see if they offer gym memberships at a discount, if they offer nutritionists. A lot of these places, they do offer you perks just for being with them, okay? 11, I think I'm on 11. Be a secret shopper, okay? As someone who used to work in those industries, like, they take this up very seriously. So if you can get on someone's roster to be a secret shopper, you basically get paid, or they pay for your experience, or they pay you back to go have these mystery shopping experiences and report back so they can know how their business is doing. 12, let me see, we get, your Popeyes two-piece. So once you go to Popeyes, keep that receipt, okay? So when you have hard times and you need a meal, that receipt and $5 will get you your drink, and then you get you your two-piece and a biscuit, okay? You get a whole meal for $5 or less, technically, depending on where you are. And that is my whole list. I think I gave y'all like 12. Uh-oh. That means I gotta do 12 separate videos on this shit. Anyway. Yeah, so thank you for tuning in to Immediately Sierra, to hear my bougie on a budget tips, okay? Because we like to stay fabulous out here in these streets, but we don't want to lose our coins to do it, okay? So, and if you have other ways of how you have, damn, why I gotta be Big Mama though? Damn, John. You couldn't say anything nicer than that? It's fine. Maybe you meant it as a compliment. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for tuning in for that. Let me know if you have any tips or tricks on how you maintain your bougie, how you keep money in your pocket, okay? Because the way this country is going right now, we don't know what's what. We don't know if we're going to have jobs. We don't know if we're going to have money or stocks. Like, it's kind of, they're trying to build it up for the rich and make it really hard for the poor out here. So that's where the inspiration for this list came from, because I've been working on doing things like this, being in LA since 2012 and trying to live a certain lifestyle, but not necessarily having the money to live that lifestyle. So that's where this came from. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I will, like I said, put all the information for these different tips in my description with links to whatever, okay? Thank you for sticking it out with me, and I will see you next time with some other cool lists. All right. Bye, y'all. Bye-bye.